TV writers are on strike for better pay. That means starting right now, late night TV will be in reruns until further notice. So, no more political skewering of Ron DeSantis or some of these other clowns. No more comedic social commentary. Oh my God, how are we going to stay sane? Okay. And how are we going to stay informed? Stephen Colbert, that's where I get my news. I mean, in the morning, of course, because he's on so late. This is a tragedy. Please pay those people whatever they want. They are the front line of mental health care workers for our country. Meanwhile, publications like Vanity Fair and others have been warning for quite some time that AI is going to make human writers obsolete. So I decided to get on there and give it a shot. I went on to ChatGPT. I typed in, write a comedy monologue about the debt ceiling fight. So let's see what it came up with. Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard the latest about the debt ceiling fight? It's like watching two toddlers fight over a toy, except the toy is the economy and the toddlers are grown adults in fancy suits. I mean, have you ever heard anything more ridiculous? The debt ceiling is like a credit card limit, but for the entire country. And yet here we are with politicians arguing whether or not we should raise it. It's like they don't understand that if you don't pay your bills, eventually someone's going to come knocking. No. First of all, that is not funny. Second of all, it's like totally politically non-confrontational. It's doing it's got both sidesism going on here. All right, let's keep going. But the best part, both sides. Oh, look at that. Who knew? But the best part, both sides are claiming they're doing it for the good of the country. Yeah, because nothing says I love my country like threatening to shut it down. I believe it's the Republicans that are threatening to shut it down. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there. Anyway, it's like saying I'm doing this for your own good while hitting someone over the head with a frying pan. Not funny. Okay, that's good. So your jobs are safe, writers, because AI will not replace you. Shall we go on? They gave me like 6 jokes in 2 minutes. It's very interesting. Here's the continuation. And let's not forget the wonderful rhetoric that's been spewing out of both sides. We need to cut spending. We need to raise taxes. It's like they're playing a game of political whack-a-mole. Instead of moles, it's the American people's wallets that are getting smacked. Cue fake audience laughter. Ha 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 ha. Not funny. But the best part, the debt ceiling fight is like a never-ending soap opera. It's been going on for years and it just keeps getting more ridiculous. Actually, there was no debt ceiling fight under Donald Trump. There was only a debt ceiling fight pre-Trump, okay? Trump said, we got to raise the debt ceiling, and the Democrats, for better or for worse, raised the debt ceiling. They're always going to need to raise the debt ceiling. That's just what you do. And then how are we going to pay that off? Well, Republicans decided that they were going to give tax cuts to the very wealthy. I don't see how that's going to help pay anything off. Anyway, I'm not an economist, and this is not funny. All right. In conclusion, says ChatGPT, folks, if you want to watch a real-life comedy show, just tune into the debt ceiling fight. It's a never-ending source of entertainment. And the best part, you don't even have to pay for cable. Well, guess what? No one's paying for cable. We've all cut the cord at this point, and that is why we have to watch Stephen Colbert in the morning, because we're not watching it live via cable. I'm Julianna Forlano. This is the Political Voices Network. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed recording it. Have a great day.
Republicans say they won't cut Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. But can honest, hard-working middle-class Americans really believe what these politicians say? Republicans said they wouldn't overturn Roe v. Wade. Here's what Supreme Court Justices Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Coney Barrett said during their Senate confirmation hearings.
Roe v. Wade, it is a precedent of the United States Supreme Court. A good judge will consider it as precedent of the United States Supreme Court.
Roe v. Wade. It's settled as a precedent of the Supreme Court.
Roe is not a super precedent, but that doesn't mean that Roe should be overruled.
Well, we saw how that turned out. They played us for fools. Tell your elected officials to keep their hands off of our Social Security and health care benefits. Fool me once. Let Majority Rule was responsible for this message. LetMajorityRule.org is a project of the Marvin Lucas Super PAC, which is responsible for and paid for this ad and is not affiliated with or authorized by any political campaign or candidate or candidates committee.